But we'll see. It's a very cool matchup. I can't wait to what our players have brought for us. Here we
Indeed,
go.
and
Loaded in.
here we go. Yeah, I think one thing that the Skaven don't often bring enough and can actually do very well against Beastmen
Oh, yes.
is
Oh,
gutter runner
yes.
slingers. But
Yeah,
we'll see if
absolutely.
that happens. So, do you want the Skaven or the
And
Beastmen?
just regular gutter runners, too, for sure. I'll
Yeah,
go
yeah.
over the regulars, the Skaven here, as there is a unit we don't often see as well, which I think is very strong in this matchup, as well quite a few others. It also just looks awesome, but we will save that unit for last, y'all. Now, going over the infantry core, it's a ton of rats, but I think you already knew that. Now, with all these rats, we do have a nice helping of Skaven slaves, and they are all over the battlefield, making it almost virtually impossible to count them. Now, it looks like we do have a couple Skaven slave spears. Looks like just 2 of them, as well as 2 standard slaves. Now, backing those slaves up, we have a whole bunch of clan rat spears. Looks like, yeah, just 2 of them. Make that 3. As well, we have some elite Skaven infantry in the form of 1 Storm Vermin, Sword and Shield, 1 Storm Vermin with Halberd, this one the Arawar Council Guard, and we have the Arawar Clan Rats with shields, the Clan Vulcan Tail Slashers. Now for the skirmish potential, we have 1 Poison Wind Mortar, very strong unit. Now we do have some monstrous infantry, 2 Rat Ogres to back up this line. Now we do have the beautiful Wheels of Doom. The Arawar, Doom Wheel. Never enough Doom Wheels, chat. Ever. Now, for the leadership, we have an Assassin.
Where's my
Assassin's
wolves now?
Yeah, standard kid. We have the Plague Priest. He has Pestilent Breath and Vermintide. Clan Rat Summon. We do have a Warlord on a Bonebreaker. This is an awesome unit, which I was alluding to earlier. You don't see often enough. Hits very hard. It's Frenzy, Rally, and Verminous Valor. And that rounds out this Skaven force. Now, what has the Beastmen brought to deal with this Ratman threat? Myself.
I mean, I have to also echo the sentiment that Skaven army is beautiful. But for the Beastmen, we have Ungor Spearmen with shields. Gonna have Goreherd with shields. Looks like 4 of them, and then second Ungor Spearman herd with shields on the right flank. Gonna have 2 Razor Goreherd. We're going to have 2 Chaos Spawn as well as the Butchers of Kalkengard, ROR Minos with silver shields. They cause terror and have regeneration. Going to see 3 Ungor, or sorry, no, just 2 Ungor Raiders. So looks like the same army we saw last time. Going to be seeing the Bray Shaman of Death with Spirit Leech, Morgor the Shadowgave with his 2 summons, as well as a Bray Shaman of Beast with the Manticore summon. So time to see what happens from here. It looks like the Wheels of Doom's coming out here to fight the Bray Shaman. Oh, but here comes the Manticore summon.
Little chariot duel there, and yeah, this Manticore summon could put this Doom Wheel down.
Yeah, especially now the Chaos Spawn are diving in there too. Yeah. Getting the poison down, the Unbreakable trait.
Yeah, that could be a massive early hit to the Skaven. Now these Poison Wind mortars are raining down onto some of the goat chaff, but they are slaughtering the slaves all the while. They may want to turn their focus onto those archers. Yeah, look at that, the Wheels of Doom half health already.
Oh man. But I mean, I have to say the Beastman left flank is doing very well. In the center, just looks like it's really going their way. Butchers of Kalkengard are getting into the back lines. Chaos Spawner over here. I mean, still a pretty anybody's match, but also the balance of power really going in Beastman's favor at the moment.
Yeah, it is falsely inflated with that Manticore there.
Oh, it's a very good point.
Oh, here we go. This is key, though. This assassin is the perfect tool to take out Morgor. He has his buff present, and he can put down Morgor. That would be a great way for Skaven to claw back into this game, but yeah, look.
He's running away from Morgor.
That is, yeah, he wants to fight Morgor. That's the perfect engagement. So it's very odd, but now he's going to get feasted on by the Manticore. From bad to worse for that Skaven assassin.
Yeah, seriously. Just out of the fire and into another fire there. Over here, Goreherd look like they're getting ready for a rear charge onto the Skaven. formation. But, I mean, Stormvermin are doing really, really well here. Stormvermin just seem like they're completely outclassing the Beastmen infantry in this matchup. And I mentioned that in the previous battle with Beastmen versus Skaven, where I do think Skaven just have some infantry choices that can be absolutely devastating for the Beastmen infantry. And right here, a huge terror route as the Wheels of Dooms come over here and just route everything besides the Chaos Spawn.
Yeah, but luckily for that, Shaman, he did get off his second Manticore.
Yep.
And we'll see what he does. It may go after the Plague Priest or the Wheels of Doom, but it may be too little too late for the Skaven here. The Butchers are still at 12 baubles and can heal up, and that may push the Skaven to victory. Because the Skaven, they have a strong left flank which is holding, but still the right flank is shattered.
Yeah.
And everywhere, they seem to be in disarray at this point, and Beastmen are cruising to victory.
Yeah, I know. The Assassin's pinned in place with Chaos Spawn surrounding him, getting hit by the Manticore. Wheels of Doom's about to get stopped once again by Bray Shaman chiming in on his chariot, and that's going to allow the Ungor Raiders to shoot him down. And just some, Beastmen, a really strong showing here. I do want to keep in mind, though, that both of these very convincing victories from the Beastmen have been played by the same player, so I still stand by that the Skaven have some strong options here, and maybe we're just watching a particularly good Beastman player in this matchup.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, the Skaven do have a lot of very strong tools in this match, and to be fair, I don't think some of those tools were on the field. The Stormvermin and some elites definitely helped, but yeah, it was an army I felt was missing a few things, to be fair. But yeah, just really well played by the Beastmen army. I think the Beastmen army is really to a T. It's just it hits all the points you need from a build like this going after the Skaven. And I think the Skaven also, they had a rival high talisman on the assassin, and it wasn't used until later in the battle. It needed to be used right off the engagement. I mean, right off the start to get a good decisive engagement. Roll a flank or somewhere, and that didn't happen until a bit too late. And from there, the Wheels of Doom and the Plague Priest had they'd taken too much damage. Here we go. We lost our battle. And this glorious Bonebreaker fighting away. Unit, I think, is really cool and can be good in this matchup to fight the chariots, but it didn't seem like he was fighting the chariots or trying to guard the flanks like he needed to be. I mean, he's almost like a Gorbel without the anti-large, but he hits very hard.
I'll have to keep him in mind moving forward. I like those types of lords. You've never described him to me as a Gorbel, but now I need to try him because I love Gorbels.
I think with his Frenzy active, he actually hits just as hard as a Gorbel with its anti-large bonus.
Oh, wow.
So, like, he can really help with those main engagements. He can help slow down chariots. And with some Rat Ogres, he's a very powerful combat versus any large you'll see on the field. But yeah, we'll play to the Beastmen, and I like the Skaven army. I think it needed a few more tools to deal with such a beastly rush.
Yeah, completely agree. And just the Skaven slaves are just getting dominated so hard. But I really, I would love, I think slings in the Beastmen matchup is just, they perform so well. I would really love just to see regular gutter runners and then some slings, like even if it's just the night runner, not night runners, crap, why can't I remember?
Slave slings, right? You know?
Well, slave slings too, yeah.
Yeah, they really help versus the Chaos Spawner. I mean, there's really no armor from the Beastmen, so.
Exactly.
I like normal gutter runners. I don't know if you like those more than the slingers, but I like the normal gutter runners because they can help with their net to slow down the swarm of the Beastmen on the flank.
Yeah.
As well, their shurikens do so much damage when they're throwing point blank into something.
Yeah.
Whether it be a pig or a spawn, and yeah, I mean, those units you don't really see that much after Rattling Guns and Giselles came out, but just one gutter runner can be just about invaluable in almost any matchup, but really here with low armor targets, I mean, yeah, they could just shred a pig.
No, and I do agree. I like to usually bring a combination of the two. I also do like the poison gutter runners personally, because I mean, like, why stop with the net? Add poison to it, then you're even slower.
Oh, yeah.
So
that's usually the one I always bring as well. The poison gutter runner with the shuriken. I bring slings in some cases. Usually, like Vampire Coast, they're really good, but usually it's the shuriken gutter runner. And then Skaven slave slings are just so cheap, so good.